describe to what this tastes like, but I feel like describing what a beet tastes like is so difficult to me. Like, I don't know what it is about it. I don't think it tastes bad though. I actually haven't gotten sick of drinking this, and beets are really good for increasing blood flow, inflammation. Like, it just has a lot of good health benefits, and I'm really bad about my veggie intake, so this is like a pleasant way for me to kind of like sneak it in. Anyway, I know I said see you guys next week when I was in New York, but I had to take a little bit of a break just because I felt like I was very behind when it came to my YouTube videos. So I've just been kind of taking this past week just to readjust my schedule and plan out my videos a little bit better. I'm just kind of like all over the place. Like literally this morning while I was trying to film the trailer intro for this like smoothie recipe, I didn't have any bananas, and I was like, of course there are no bananas in the house when there are always bananas in the house. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get everything under control and like walk you guys through that process. And I thought it would be the perfect time, since it's about to be September, to walk you guys through like an updated monthly routine. I feel like last month's was really fun to make, and I kind of want to make it a thing where every single month I like add something new, because I feel like it takes time for things to change, for them to settle in and like see where you need to make like little adjustments. I really like all the stuff we set up last week, like audio journaling. My YouTube template has actually been super duper helpful. Now on this like upcoming month, I just really want to focus on creating a more balanced lifestyle for myself. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a mix on how I plan to stay productive, what I'm gonna try to do to make sure I'm focused while I'm actually doing my work, and then how I take care of myself mentally. So here we go. I really need to get like a new chair, like it's so bad. Anyway, something that I noticed after switching over to making YouTube videos is it tends not to feel like I did any work until like the video is actually uploaded. Like I feel like there's so much like planning and brainstorming that goes on behind the scenes, and it's like a very time-consuming process. You're switching between a lot of like mini tasks, I feel like. So I do feel like that's been kind of overwhelming me lately. Like I'm doing a lot of planning, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot of doing and like actually getting the video done. So something that's actually been really helpful for me to like maintain my focus is this little phone app called Forest, and it's actually something that I used to use back in college, so it's like kind of nostalgic opening back up this app again. But it's basically like a productivity timer that helps you stay focused by making it almost like a little game. Pretty much how it works is you pick something to quote unquote plant, and then you set the timer for how long you want to like stay focused for a task or however long you want to work. And then once you're ready to go, you can click plant, and that's what sets the timer. If you accidentally clicked it or you're not ready to get to work yet, you do have like 10 seconds to cancel it. But once those 10 seconds are up, the countdown or timer is pretty much set, and you're not gonna want to move away from the screen, because if you do, your plant will quote unquote like die. I know it sounds like so silly and dumb, and it probably only works on like a complete nerd like me, but pretty much after you finish a session or whatever it is, your plants will show up on your little forest, and it's like so cute. So you can kind of see how many sessions you've had throughout the year or the week or the month. But your forest will also include anything that does happen to die, so if you don't complete a session, it will show up here. I honestly love it. I know it's like very childish and like simplistic. Another thing that you can do is like a group plant. If all your friends have the app and you add them as a friend on the platform, you guys can select the same tree, do the same countdown, and once the session is over, that same tree will populate on everybody's individual forest. Oh my gosh, I literally feel like that was the nerdiest little blurb ever, but you know, if it helps, it helps. So this is the ultrahuman Air ring. It's pretty much like a smartwatch but in a ring form. And full disclaimer, this was actually sent to me. The ultrahuman team was kind enough to send one to me to test out, and this is actually something that's been on my wish list for a while because I actually do own an Apple smartwatch. I just find the Apple Watch very like clunky. It just like kind of gets in the way. I don't really love how the band feels for extended wear. I'll open up the actual ring in just a second, but I wanted to quickly show you guys this. So part of the ordering process when you buy a ring is they send you this ring sizing kit, and I don't really know how smart rings work, so maybe this is like pretty standard and normal. And they actually included little samples of all the finishes that the ring can come in. So I thought this was a really nice touch, and I'm not gonna share which finish I got quite yet. I will show you guys that when I unbox the actual ring. I was genuinely amazed that people have like fingers this large. I don't know, I was just like, whoa, that is like really so big. I knew I was between like a 7 and a 6. I feel like for rings, I typically wear 7s. It's not like a perfect fit for me, but it's very comfortable. However, the ultrahuman team recommended that I pick something that is quite snug, so I actually ended up going with a 6. And they do have like little instructions here. They obviously tell you to try on a sample ring, test the rings on one of these 3 fingers, and they actually recommend you to wear the ring for 2 nights just because our body can fluctuate and you might swell, and you just want to make sure that it's like the perfect size before you actually submit the ring size, and then they send you the big box. They did ask me before they sent everything what finish I wanted, so I'm not entirely sure if you kind of like change your mind after seeing the samples, if you wanted like maybe gold instead of like a matte gray that you picked. But yeah, I really like this kit. I feel like it was very well done, very clear, made the process very seamless. So it really feels like I'm unboxing like an Apple product. Ooh, so cute. Pop the ring right on top, and that is pretty much how you charge it. As you guys can see, I decided to go with silver. I just wasn't really a fan of like the yellowy tint the gold had. Like I just felt like it was a little bit too warm. I don't know how to describe it, but I just didn't really like it. I'm gonna mainly wear it on my middle finger, but yep, it is perfect fit. Yeah, this one definitely feels a lot more comfortable. I really like the way that this looks. I'll keep you guys updated on how this goes, and if I end up liking this and find that it's been really helpful for my health, especially on my very busy work days. So I just dropped my parents off at the airport, or more like they drove themselves and I just drove myself back. But my brother's at work, so I'm home by myself, and I thought we could have a little dinner together. This week has just been like really off and like weird. Creatively, I think I feel pretty good. I've been kind of like praying about it, and I just feel like I've been able to get into like a really good flow and rhythm with it. But like physically and mentally, it's just been like kind of tough. It's honestly nothing crazy. I know I'm doing fine. I think it has been a little bit of a struggle switching to YouTube just because it is a little bit of like a mini career switch for me. And I can be completely honest with you guys and like say like financially, it has not been the easiest, and I think that has slowly been creeping up in my mind, and it's just been making it very difficult for me to like focus and like be positive at the same time. Even with this video, I wanted it to be like super high energy and just like really inspire you guys to be productive and like chase your dreams this month, but it's been kind of rough mentally for me right now. Like I feel like even while I was filming this video earlier today, I was just like really almost like struggling through it. These are things that I've been doing and that have been very helpful like productivity wise, but my energy just maybe seems like a little bit off today, and if you guys noticed that, so sorry. I just feel a little bit behind. I guess that is a big sum of what I'm trying to say, but I am gonna make something that has actually brought me a lot of joy this week. I'm not a salad person, but I am going to be making a salad, which is so strange. I never thought I would ever say those words in my entire life. This has actually been really good, and I wanted to share it with you guys in this video because it's a salad that I feel like has really given me a lot of energy for my workday. I know it's like about to be 7 p.m., but I have been eating this for the past week during lunch, and it's just been really good. Like I feel like I don't get that food coma vibe, you know, after you have like your lunch break during your workday, like still able to like continue working. And I think that's because there isn't any kind of like refined carbs or anything like processed in this bowl. So yeah, let's get cooking.
It's automatic, the way you pull me a little closer without saying a word at all. It's like a movie scene I've seen before. The guy gets the girl, but the height is the floor. It's alright to think that we're different, baby. I'm down for the ride. It's scary as hell, but I love the thrill. Don't know where this thing is headed, but I like how it feels. If you want, then we could go slow.
I literally feel like an iPad kid, so I can like watch / read something while I'm eating. I feel like my mood is like kind of up now that I know I'm gonna be like just relaxing, but I wanted to show you guys like the manga that I recently have been reading and I've been obsessed with it. I feel like you guys are slowly learning just like how much of a loser I am. Like, anyway, this is what I've been kind of reading lately. It is called Witch Watch, and I had like zero expectations. I really didn't think I was gonna like it. I thought I was gonna read like the first chapter and be like, I don't think this is for me. But it's so funny. I'm slowly realizing after Free Run, if you guys are familiar with that show, I really like the fantasy / slice of life genre. Like there's something about it that's just like so fun for me. I think because it has that like whimsical fantasy vibe that kind of like takes you to another world, but then it also has like that relatability in it being like slice of life vibes. I don't know, it's just like a really solid combo for me. I can't explain it. If you're really into that like pure, dumb, innocent kind of humor, then I highly recommend this one. I feel like I'm cracking up every single chapter. It's just a very lighthearted, pleasant read. It makes you feel like life is really not that serious. And sometimes after a really long week, that is just exactly what you need. At least for me, that is 100% my vibe. Anyway, I'm starving because I don't really like to eat in front of you guys. So I'm going to just enjoy my dinner by myself, be an iPad kid, and read my manga. And if you made it this far into my extremely nerdy antics, then thank you so much for watching. Also, happy 15K subscribers. I like cannot wrap my head around it. I feel like you guys are so insanely supportive and it just blows my mind every single week. I'm so thankful and gracious that you guys are a part of my journey, and I honestly can't wait to see where we all end up. As always, I'll see you guys hopefully next week. Bye!
Let's go flying. I am a supersonic vibe, man. Baby, we